Gentlemen, welcome to Nighttime Visitor.
So are we not going to address the past 15 minutes?
I can panic later. I'm using this as my escapism right now.
Typical Obama buckling under pressure.
Leave it to Donald to be focused on insults at first chance.
I did not go through an exorcism and half of Ready Player One just to hear you guys bicker again. Shut up or I'll... Got it?
Might want to watch that blood pressure.
Wait, what is this game even about?
You'll find out.
As if on cue, Drake wants to be accurate about Hotline Bling.
Are we going to answer it?
Hey man, this is Alex. Heard you're working late tonight. I was just calling to say that I'm coming to get you.
What? Oh, he's freaky.
He said he was after us? What did we do?
Whatever we did, Alex Fett is trying to hunt him some fresh ground president.
Well, I must have hired Swifties for bodyguards because as soon as they have to do a job, they're nowhere to be found.
What does that even mean?
The blue sky enthusiasts will get it. Also, are any doors unlocked or are they all knocking instruments?
Thought you said you want to figure the game out for yourself.
Well, pardon me if someone goes back on their word.
Did you just... You know what? I'll give you props for cleverness.
So wait, can we call that number?
I guess I'll give a rundown. Basically, all we have to do is leave the office, but there's a guy in here hunting us. As such, we should call that number to locate where he is because of his cell phone beeper.
Am I smoking something or is there sound coming from there? Whatever. We got to get out of R. Kelly's mansion before there's rogue splashing.
I think it's a bit suspicious why we're in R. Kelly's mansion to begin with.
He's calling us.
Answer it.
Oh, what the...
Is he breathing into the mic?
Either that or my nostrils just turned into a fallout landscape out of old age.
Well, hang up the phone then. Why are we still hearing his moaning?
I just wanted to see if he would say anything of substance. I mean, he's grunting like he ate 13 cheeseburgers on a Planet Fitness treadmill.
Why does that sentence sound like it's coming from personal experience?
Not gonna hold you, Joe. There's a good chance it is personal experience.
Just gonna ignore that and remind you that carrying our phone is gonna make us slower.
That makes no sense. Are we the ones that ate all the cheeseburgers? I pressed about half the keyboard and not one key is making him pick up his feet.
I suggest calling that guy often so we can find out where he is. It'll help us navigate these halls.
So just to clarify, knocking on the door does absolutely nothing, right?
Besides covering up a little bit of construction noise.
Where do we even work? He's calling. He's calling.
Donald, come on.
Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good.
We're gonna die, aren't we?
That's it. I'm giving him a call. Is he right around this corner?
Sounds like there's still some distance.
What the?
Nobody heard that.
Is that the exit right there? I don't want to pop out if he's waiting around the corner.
Good thing it looks like he's not around the corner. But that's what the whole purpose of calling him's for.
Well, I'd love to hear him breathe heavily again if he would stop breathing heavily already.
Don't look now, but I think he's right across from this wall. That one sounded really close.
Well, am I just stuck here? You suck, Alex.
There's only one way to go, though, so I think you have to press on.
I'll be calling him the whole time. What do you mean, no signal? What just happened?
I think you just got put 6 feet under. I saw something move in the corner.
And now we got Crayola World? What Poppy Playtime virus did you put on this computer, Joe?
You know the 4th chapter of that is coming up. I hope you're as excited as I am to play it.
In that game, we're going to get scooped up by the Cookie Monster with the way we're going.
Listen, I'm not worried about which pillow pet is going to treat us like a tin can. Right now, I want to know how we get out of the Play-Doh factory.
Well, it would probably help for you to know that you're going the wrong way. You need to go towards everything.
Are you serious? Ugh. I try to take the path less followed, and it turns out there's mosquitoes with Ebola on it.
Can't help but feel like there was a very specific reason why you mentioned Ebola.
Yeah, because the symptoms of that disease are probably way more enjoyable than playing bedrock hopscotch. Why are we in a Tom and Jerry cartoon right now?
I think that's an insult to Hanna-Barbera.
I mean, it looks like Kai drew this when she was 5, and that's an insult to my granddaughter.
You are oddly okay with insulting your own granddaughter.
Oh, come on, Obama. The way you describe your wife, you think you married Frieza.
I was going to say perfect cell.
Are you calling my wife a bug creature?
No, I'm calling her perfect.
Who just played that?
Look at that. We got a cell phone in Chalkland, too.
Again, what does this drug trip even prove? What's the point of this?
If memory serves me correctly, it's basically just a game over screen. Picking up the phone should restart the game.
Is that why it's going all black?
If that means you died, it's my turn to try to get us out of here.
Fine, but if we cross Alex, I get to squash him like Gloria the Hippo.
I don't think anyone is stopping you from that.
So the name of the game is just to escape this guy Alex, right?
He might be hypno with the way he attacked me with mind powers.
I just think that you got a super bad angle of him, if we're being honest.
Whatever the case may be, I want to give this guy as little attention as possible. I'm assuming that knocking on all the doors are useless, and we ultimately just have to find a light at the end of the tunnel.
I'd really try to call him as much as you can, though, because he moves around a lot. You can't do much if he catches you, but it's important to know your surroundings.
Well, it looks like Obama has the CSGO method on lock right now.
Well, I don't know how long I can spam that button. My hand doesn't act the way it used to.
You're making me feel old by you saying that.
If Fountain of Youth Obama is starting to age, I think our caskets are just getting finished.
Let's be realistic. It's probably Alex who'll be the one building them.
Who does this guy think he is? Barging in here like he owns the place, screaming that he's coming to get us. Sounds like someone attended the Diddy parties.
If we don't have any signal, that means that he can't call us either, right?
See, logically that would make sense, but that's not exactly what happens.
There's no way.
I'm starting to think that Joe is infused with horror games because how exactly does he time that stuff perfectly?
He's back there somewhere. Okay, let's just hope that the exit is right ahead of us.
Can you hang up before he breathes? Okay, guess not. Thanks for the very unneeded ASMR.
You better get used to it because I'm about to spam this cell phone. Is he right around this corner? He sounds way closer than he used to.
How did he even get clearance in this building? Let me guess. He has the heart of the cards.
I do see Alex as being a Yu-Gi-Oh name.
Talking about the right things here as I'm being stalked by a high school bully.
We all know that guy in high school that grew up in a shack at the end of town.
He still sounds really close. I don't know whether to move or not.
Might just have to play a game of Risk here, Barack, because I believe this is the only way to go.
Not if we got a fork in the road. Now he sounds far away.
I know no one said anything, but I doubled down on my statement. Alex is the band kid that brought his DS to class.
Doesn't Baron play League of Legends or something?
It's Clash of Clans, and don't insult
What the-
Baron like that again.
This man just called me while I was calling him. Did Alex also go to Hogwarts too?
No, you can tell that Alex is a muggle. Don't compare him to the boy who lived.
These hallways are too long. I just want to try to find an exit. He's on the other side of the wall, so we're taking a right at the end of the hallway.
I just want to get out of here already.
What
is that?
That's Alex? We just got killed by one of Santa's elves?
He came up to our leg. We couldn't have kicked him like a wild turkey or something?
Pretty intelligent turkey if he can make phone calls.
I just got my ankles snacked on by a sentient garden gnome.
What an awful game to come back to.
Hey, something simple, considering the Rick and Morty episode we just went through.
All right, well, how do we end this video? This is kind of just awkward sitting here in silence.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot happened today, and I kind of just want some time to process everything.
Donald, say something stupid so we can end the video.
Something stupid. The world's best security guard is here.
Not even a ghost will be left if I have to hear that again.
Obama, I am not dealing with your negativity anymore. It was worse than that time I went on the Talk to a podcast.
I got one more question for you. What is your biggest turn on?
If I say it, two old men would never let me hear the end of it.
We're doing Family Guy cutaways now?
Really scraping the bottom of the barrel, aren't we?
Yeah, well, that's Presidents Play Horror Games for you.
So the objective of the game is obviously in the name, right? Operate a security booth?
Seems you got the name of the game down.
And I'll be the best security guard, the very best.
The bills cannot be this high, Donald.
The job seems simple enough. All I have to do is check these license plates to spot the imposters among us.
Almost pulled a sick day, but today is just too important to miss. Let me know when I can go in.
So it seems like I don't have to give you instruction on how to play this game.
The world's best security guard never... This man is a freak. Call the police.
Good boy is certainly a choice in the license plate.
All right, let's see what we got here. We're looking for a freaky license plate named Good Boy.
Remember to lead through the list as comprehensively as you can. You can easily skip over the license plates without realizing it.
So it seems we work at some sort of research facility considering all of the titles that we have for the workers.
Either that or the content creator industry plant house. And I do not see Good Boy on the license list.
Well, here's your shot at deporting someone since you couldn't do it with Morgan.
Stop giving him moral victories, Joe.
Leave now. And why are you asking me if I'm lost?
I'll be honest. I think that was a worker. I could have swore we skimmed over the license plate.
How about you leave the world's best security guard do his security guard things? In the meantime, I'm pretty sure there's a wood fence post outside that needs leaning on.
I was trying to, Donald, until your cataracts started coming in again.
What are you trying to say?
You missed the license plate, you dolt.
You're about to miss a car, too, if you keep bickering like this.
Private property, no soliciting.
1996, what a year. I bet the 2000s are going to be wild. Flying cars and everyone living happy lives. Going to be cool to see. So who's going to tell him?
All right, pal, let's see your license plate. OA954Q. Of course, it can't be anything easy.
I just think that's most license plates, Don. The first guy just had a thing for dominant women.
Seems like your type of guy, eh, Barack?
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means.
I do, but I had some hope that I could have been mistaken.
I'll keep it a buck with you guys. I'm actually looking through the list now, and I still can't find this guy's license plate anywhere. It's like it's playing hide and seek.
I feel like there's going to be a point in time where we realize that our vision isn't what it used to be.
You mean 20 years ago?
20 years ago? You've been looking through an Instagram filter this whole time?
I'll just stay silent on how many years it's been for me.
I'll learn from my past mistakes and stay silent on that matter, too.
And there's good boy right there. Guess that's my fault. But I actually didn't see the other license plate this time, so he's got to take a hike.
Making up for past blunders, at least.
I was under the impression that we didn't employ any VR chat players, but I guess everyone can be wrong.
Haven't heard that game in a while.
Probably for the better.
Can't make outgoing phone calls, radio, orange juice, some sort of cactus. Yep, this is depressing.
Wait, are you rage baiting?
Rage baiting what?
That's clearly not a, you know what, never mind.
This is a very busy science lab at this time of night. Shouldn't more people be leaving than entering?
Are we sure we need to let this guy in? I mean, he's talking like he's a wannabe anime character.
Look at the car, Obama. Look at the car. We clearly don't care about quality at this company.
Freedom of choice is a thing.
Okay, let's see if we have to give you the boot.
Make sure to pay attention to what they're saying, too.
Well, that was hard. She's right here on the first page, Ellie O'Connor.
Are you surprised we employ her?
More so disappointed, but this office feels like it's a data mosh of Skype. Can't say I'd want to pass through myself.
Why are you back out at the car?
I wanted to see if her fursona would bark at me if I said no pets allowed.
We got a hot night tonight, Donald. They just keep rolling through the gates.
Sir, due to several ladies hitting on me, I am armed with pepper spray that I may use at my disposal if I feel threatened.
Is this your way of manifesting the future?
If manifesting was promising, then yes.
Can't believe I'm late. Of all the days to be late, I hope everything is going fine. Could you hurry and get to the gates before someone notices I'm not there to help?
Calm down, Joystick Andy. We have to see what gang you're reppin'.
Hopefully none if he's working with hazardous materials.
Imagine throwing up gang signs in a laboratory suit. Would look like something out of Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum or not, his license plate is on the list, so he's invited to the party.
Remember that you don't have to go outside to hear their NPC dialogue. Every time they're on the list, just push the button and you're good to go.
Well, I also like checking what sorcery they're saying, because half the time they want to sound like Dungeon Dice Monsters players.
Wait, Dungeon Dice Monsters?
Yeah, what about it?
How do you know that?
It is what it is, Obama. It is what it is.
What the... You know what? That's all you, Mr. Pop Culture. Recite that Watch Mojo playlist that you vaguely remember.
I actually remember it pretty... What's happening?
There's static coming from the radio.
Hello, 911? Let me call the police. There's a ghost in this booth.
What are we supposed to do?
Try shutting it off.
There! Now leave us alone, Casper! Did that actually work?
We have cars coming back as usual, so I hope so.
Hey, you mind coming in this booth with an EMF meter?
If he has an EMF meter, he also might be haunted.
I was listening to music at work last night and I heard something creepy. I kept replaying the song over and it never happened again.
Respectfully, I have zero idea what you're talking about, and frankly, it has nothing to do with me.
How are you able to so effectively be a nuisance and still have the slightest competence to play the game?
I know walking and talking is a skill for you, Joe, but it's second nature to others.
I meant remembering the license plate while you spew garbage.
I know having the memory of a goldfish is a skill to you, Joe, but it's second nature to others.
Kind of walked right into that one.
Here it is, last page.
Am I the only one noticing how weird they're talking?
All right, Daniel, you're all good to go. Just stop smoking on your way to work. Remember, we do have drug tests.
You couldn't tell with some of the things that people say around here.
All I'm saying is that if I were the CEO, this Radio Shack would turn into a Best Buy before you could say profit margins.
I can't understand your accent, but I'll assume you said bankruptcy.
Besides random GTA characters driving up, this job is pretty boring.
You just had to say something.
Yep, not dealing with whatever that is.
I'm starting to think that we work at the SCP Foundation.
All right. Hey, you wouldn't happen to be a friend of Zach Bagan's, would you?
With all this spooky stuff going on around just the toll booth, I really wonder what could be going on inside the factory that we're stationed at.
Poppy Playtime hinged upon scientists messing with things they shouldn't have, so I wouldn't be surprised if this corporation followed in its footsteps.
No wonder this job was so easy to get. We just showed up and they tossed us the badge.
Leave it to Donald to talk about his executive powers just to try to get a cap and a flashlight.
Stop saying accurate things about me at a time I can't defend myself.
Hey, you said it yourself. It's accurate.
Wow, this one's on the list too. Alfred Golovanov, or whatever Molotov-sounding name that is.
And our relations with Russia just went cold.
They were never warm because of you, Sleepy Joe.
2 years of this. No wonder Morgan wanted to quit.
If Casper doesn't cut this out, I'm about to call Gojo and Tanjiro to take care of him. Ghost or demon, I'm tired of this.
People are going to think we're the demon that needs slaying if you don't stop screaming.
What is happening? I'm sorry, Obama, but this situation warrants screaming.
Wait, you might be right. Look right ahead.
Hey, buddy, you got a problem? This is private property.
He's got some uneven limbs going on.
I'll sick these ghosts on you if I don't see that car down the street in 10 seconds.
Forget about him for now. We have another car to attend to.
Sir, you are my witness to this. If I don't see Salad Fingers off the property in a minute, he's going to be leaking more than just engine oil.
Just try to keep a level head about everything. We've seen spooky stuff happening all night, so maybe that's just a hallucination for all we know.
I would really like to agree with you if I didn't hear the telephone bug out earlier as well. Unless someone popped some shrooms in our water, I don't see a reasonable explanation for this.
I blame this all on Neil. All of this is Neil's fault. Him and his stupid name. That's why the poltergeist is happening, because Neil's name is just so dumb.
Who's Neil?
I think a random name in the list.
Classic citizens taking the fall for Donald's shenanigans.
This guy at the front is about to get a fistful of shenanigans too because I don't see his name on here. I already have one crazy spying at the street post. I'm not gonna have two.
How are you talking in caps?
Listen, pal, I'm not in a good mood. So take Peeping Tom over there at the street and get out of here.
Pretty sure that was an employee again.
I don't care because this guy is still at the street. What are you gonna do? Built like Henry Stickmin, and you have the audacity to challenge the world's best security guard?
At least you've calmed down.
Of course I've calmed down. This guy thinks he can just pull up. Yeah, get out of here, you no good meddling What was that?
Was that a nuclear bomb?
What facility do we work at? Hello? What?
Did that man have to do anything with that? He left right when that explosion happened.
Yeah, I think I'm calling it quits right now. This place can have the security job. I wasn't familiar with us being outside of Chernobyl.
So what happened with that explosion? And what's this bass sound effect that's drumming in my ear?
I can't believe we're supposed to carry on with our job like it's nothing. Did we not learn anything from Nuketown?
Talk about sensory overload. Just keep track of the basics and weather the storm right now, Donald.
Going partly insane makes it hard to weather the storm.
That's a problem when you're the anchor.
Did Flat Stanley fall in a paint tub? Like what is happening right now?
You don't even sound scared anymore. You just sound mad.
Of course I'm mad. We're being used like chicken feed to give handouts to call center employees. And I'm sick and tired of being tormented by the Undertale fan base.
What did you do to the Undertale fan base?
Retrospectively, what didn't I do?
Someone add that one to the list.
If this isn't the CEO giving me a pay raise, I'm gonna quit. Casper, pucker up for a wallop.
You're not concerned with the fact that he just spawned in?
Put him up. Yeah, roll over like a golden retriever. I bet it was you who keeps telling me to go 65 in a 30.
I wonder if this person will also think Donald is crazy for screaming his head off.
Sorry, kind of busy. Where did the car go?
We're dying.
Oxygen levels low?
We're actually dying.
How are the oxygen levels low? We're outside. Did we fall asleep at a Destroy Lonely concert?
What do we do now? This is like watching Avengers Infinity War all over again.
Informed of my death? Casper isn't taking me out so easily. Explosion or not, I'm putting him into that jar.
When did a jar get involved in this catastrophe?
I'm just mad, Joe. I sat here for 30 minutes opening the door for absolute bottom feeders, all while being hunted by the next Diddy disciple.
What is a Diddy disciple? What has happened in the past 10 minutes?
This is what we get for listening to Babytron and sipping on that wok.
Baron has done a number on your vocabulary.
What the?
Whoa!
It's Shadow Man. What are you doing here?
We're still getting beeps on the phone, too?
Who's here? What?
Ending 1. What just happened?
It's pretty obvious what happened. We got ending 1.
I might throw a brick at your intern if he keeps having us play these nonsensical games because what did I just go through the past 20 minutes? Was that a science experiment?
Clearly, whatever was happening, that company had one too many footprints to cover up, and it ended up taking all of us down, too.
So how was your security booth experience?
The world's best security guard doesn't buckle or yield, even if he has to face an impossible challenge. This was nothing for me.
Donald, I see snot debris on the laptop from the time you screamed.
Yeah, make that 2 bricks, Joe.
You know, it just feels like we did a Christmas-style horror game.
That's because the nincompoop that runs this whole shebang can't drop the Fortnite for 1 second to actually do his work.
Was that you saying that, or was that him?
Don't know, but the point still stands.
Okay, so basically, this girl always believed in Santa Claus, and because her parents divorced, she wants to see her dad again and be able to see Santa Claus.
Well, just wait till Michael Jackson tells her what he saw underneath the mistletoe.
21:45. Wait, what sort of alarm is going off at almost 10 p.m.?
You say we play as a kid, right? Time for the world's best toddler to put his diaper back on for the one time.
Ladies and gentlemen, he finally admits it.
Don't know if a 12-year-old is considered a toddler, but I digress. Also, since this is a random game on Steam,
Gonna have to change some settings here.
I haven't played this game at all before, so I don't know what to expect.
Trying new horror games for you must be like ravers trying fentanyl.
Okay, I think everything is good now. Let's give it a try here. Much better. So we're just an average little girl in a room, right?
Seems like that's what the premise is.
A door opening. Nothing to be concerned about.
Why are you calling out to your mom? If we're supposed to be in bed, how is she going to react if we're clomping around up here? She's going to get the belt, that's what.
Okay then, guess we gotta find Mom.
This is probably why Mom force feeds us melatonin tablets to help us sleep.
Well, she's not in here. What do we got in here anyway?
Is it just me, or are all the lights in here as bright as an inner-city street lamp?
Oh, we got a safe? This is definitely going to be used later, so keep this in mind, gentlemen.
I'm not concerned about the safe. I'm wondering why we have as many watts as the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We must be siphoning electricity off the Goodwill next door. No wonder we couldn't sleep. The heater doesn't have enough electric to keep the pilot light lit.
Despite your guys' electricity jokes, it seems like we live in a pretty nice household.
Yeah, it does seem like it's well taken care of.
Nice kitchen.
I'm just wondering where our mom could be.
They even got a really nice tree and some Christmas decorations up. Not every family does this. I see the details for the holidays.
Well, no wonder every light in the household is dim. We're single-handedly powering the West Virginia Light Show.
I don't know if it's as bad as you claim it is. Yeah, it seems like all the lights are just tuned to the dimmer right now.
Didn't know a dimmer was from a non-pay.
Did we say that?
My mother said she put the key in a safe place.
Of course we would be stuck in a household where we can't even access any of the rooms.
I feel like I'm at my great-grandma's again.
What's that on the door?
We got a note.
Vanessa, your uncle has gotten sick and they have taken him to the hospital. I had to leave urgently, so I apologize for not being able to tell you beforehand.
So you wrote a whole note with proper English instead of shouting up the stairs? We have a GED mother, it seems.
She also said something about putting up our note to Santa.
I think you're supposed to do that at the beginning of December instead of Christmas night, but every kid just wants some sort of silly gadget now.
I wonder what's popular with the kids nowadays.
Something about Hawk Tua and Lunchley or whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
Oh, is this our letter? Oh.
Something tells me Santa can't do anything with that.
I don't think even Cosmo and Wanda can fix that.
Oh, we already had the letter? All right then. Well, what do we have to do next?
I'm sorry, but this seems very irresponsible to leave this 12-year-old at home alone. Our mom couldn't take us with her to see our uncle?
Oh, calm down. We're about to have some Little Caesars in the fridge.
Well, now I'm even more upset.
Okay, we got our pizza, and now we're watching a Fortnite trailer?
Kids these days will watch anything and everything with 3D animation put on it. That's why we hyped up Overwatch 2, all for it to be a fire pit of garbage.
I heard Marvel Rivals was a pretty good replacement.
With that being said, when is Santa going to get involved in things?
Rudolph is probably busy.
Well, pardon me, because I think he's here now.
Of all the houses he skipped, he made sure to get this one.
You think because we're presumably going against evil Santa, that the main antagonist would just be Krampus?
Jack Frost currently seething like an Alabama fan right now.
What do we got going on here? Is this our room?
Well,
Oh yeah, we were definitely on Santa's naughty list if he's pulling these tricks out of his bag.
is this the divorce papers again? I guess Santa wants us to really know it's our fault.
Hi, Vanessa. It's Santa Claus. Would you like to play a game? The rules are simple. You just need to complete what I say before the time runs out. If you win, I will give you the toy you want. But if you lose, you will remain on my naughty list. Your first task is to light the candles in the house within 4 minutes and turn off all the lights.
Is Richard Ramirez filling in for Santa Claus tonight?
So we got to take this glow stick and we got, what is this, a timer?
He wasn't kidding because he's tracking us to the second.
And this is our glow stick.
Let's have a sense of urgency. Remember that we only have 4 minutes to light all the candles.
Does time stop when I open the diary? We were kind of just thrown into this.
You were right about the naughty list, Joe. Very right.
Got to remember to turn off all the lights.
Now don't forget to light each candle, Barack. He probably wants each wick to have a flame.
How do I light it?
What do you mean?
I mean what I just said. How do you light it?
Are we going stupid, Obama? You just light it.
Are you going stupid? It's not letting me.
Why is it not letting you?
I'm done with whatever this is. I'm just guessing that we have to find a lighter or something.
That was a very painful interaction I just bore witness to. It was like Thing 1 and Thing 2 trying to fight over the kitchen knife.
I'll hold my tongue on who I think Thing 3 is.
And you better!
Well, here's the lighter that we're looking for.
Now we just got to speed blitz all of these candles and hope Santa may have fallen asleep.
I don't know what we must have done to get on Santa's naughty list, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm the world's best toddler. The very best.
He must have been watching our videos if he's putting us on the naughty list.
You're telling me he doesn't support Donald beating the ever-loving crap out of a giant cat?
It was a giant monster cat, thank you very much. Besides, he had what was coming to him.
Will it light? Thank you. Well, whatever the case may be, it seems he's making a special pit stop at our house before he goes to give presents to the world.
You still have that knuckle sandwich, Obama? We might need to use it if he wants to throw hands.
Don't know how effective that'll be considering we're a toddler.
Oh, nonsense. I was a wee little lad in FNAF 4 and I was still able to take Nightmare Fredbear down like the best of them.
Wasn't that the game where you fell over in your chair?
I thought that was FNAF 5.
And while I fell down in my chair, Fredbear's legacy burned down in flames, quite literally.
I don't think Santa has a karma system in place, so that probably means very little to him.
This is all LeBron James's fault.
Where's the last candle? I can't find it.
Did you get the ones on the living room table?
I got those first.
I thought there was one in this room.
I can't find it and we're running out of time.
How did we not find it?
Yeah, we're dead.
We're so dead.
Whoa!
I know this is supposed to be scary, but why is he tweaking his head like that?
You're telling me that we just died to an opium Santa? You cannot tell me he doesn't listen to Vamp.
Never thought I'd think of the term Gen Z Santa Claus, but here we are.
All right, I think that was the last light, Barack.
So do I.
What sort of GTA mission system do we have in this game? I'm just trying to make sure Santa doesn't pack us in a JCPenney box.
Seems like we should be looking for another game note, so most likely our carnival ride is far from over.
Seems like we got stuck with the Santa that watched too much Jigsaw.
Could always be worse. He could have watched too much of The Thing.
We don't happen to own a pet husky, do we?
What's this? It's weird. My mom would never leave her phone at home.
Well, this should be a big concern, Vanessa.
Seems like we were raised to be a pretty level-headed kid.
If Santa is making us do chores like weird little elves, then I think all logic should be thrown out the window.
Okay, so let's think about it. Our mom takes her phone out with her at all times, but strangely keeps it home and writes us a letter?
And guess who else has been writing us letters? I think we just put 2 and 2 together, Obama.
Clearly some sort of trick is being played on us. We just got to go along with whatever Santa is treating us with.
Tell him that he's late for Halloween.
Finally, here's the note.
It was an easy game, wasn't it? But you'll have to do more than that to get on the good kids list. Are you ready for the next game? One of the must-haves of Christmas is the nutcrackers. I have brought a few for you and hidden them in different places. I want you to find 5 nutcrackers within 5 minutes.
Well, clearly, you didn't hide them well enough because there's one right here.
Yeah, really smart to mock a killer old person that can have his reindeer launch us into orbit.
Wouldn't be the first time I went out of my way to harass a mall Santa.
Most certainly not the last either.
Who's that?
Tess?
I tried calling you on the phone and I saw something in the newspaper. And I was worried. Are you okay?
No, I'm playing demonic party games.
What's happening?
That's our uncle? What the?
Oh, no!
Excuse me? Well, that was our uncle.
What's our uncle doing here anyways? I thought our mom left because of an emergency regarding him.
Santa must have had him on the naughty list too because he gave our uncle the old yeller treatment.
Now we got some big eyebrow raises. The reason our mom left was because of an emergency with our uncle. And all of a sudden he's screaming outside about seeing things in the newspaper.
That sounds like he didn't even meet our mother for however long he was concerned for.
When the police get here, tell them to check the shed because we're probably host to a backyard Plants vs. Zombies round.
Very sympathetic to the girl that just lost her mother and uncle.
Hey, we don't know if we totally have a net loss here. we can still get our gift.
Ho, 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 I guess.
Where are these nutcrackers at? Is Santa hiding them in his stomach?
That, and probably a few packets of Oreos.
For all we know, maybe he ate our parents.
And their clothes, too. Oh, wait, can I look outside?
We have common sense to do that? I don't believe it.
Wait. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Ah!
Obama!
I was trying to make a joke. I didn't know he was actually going to be behind me.
He has a funny way of getting inside and outside with ease.
Yeah, almost like he's magical or something.
Not magical enough to fix his teeth.
That's a number 4 on the Watch Mojo countdown. Top 10 mouths that the Tooth Fairy was afraid to go near.
Is Watch Mojo still even around?
I hope not. Here we go. Was that our last one?
I sure hope so. Seems the game does too.
Are we done dealing with Santa the sadist?
It's probably boiling down to one final fight or something. Yeah, we have one more game to go, it seems.
Good luck finding the note. Santa has a Dumbledore level of organization.
Not that hard of a find, thankfully.
You're a really talented kid. Your mom must be proud of you.
That's if you didn't stick a tombstone on her skull.
Why don't you go find 8 pieces of wood for the fire? I'll give you 8 minutes to do that.
Are we really doing this again? More prop hunt?
This errand boy video game. Santa can't think of any other party trick?
Like Santa, I'm about to tweak. That was painful.
Next time we have to do a game selection, I'm going to be doing it because this hide and...
He's behind me, isn't he?
You already said that.
Well, this time I mean it.
So are we turning around or what?
Another letter?
If I have to burn any more cardio, Santa's going in the fireplace.
Congratulations, Vanessa. You have completed all the games and proved that you are better than the other children. As promised, I will give you the toy you want. Also, I have another gift for you. Go down to the basement and get ready for some surprises. Don't worry, you will see me when you receive your gifts, and you might even want to find a place to hide from your excitement.
So Santa has us do all this elf work, and now he wants us to go into the basement? Did our mother not teach us to not talk to strangers?
He's going to be surprised when we're really 3 old men.
Oh, no!
Are those legs?
Wow. Is that our mom? That's our mom!
Santa, come out, you creep! Face me like a man!
Oh, wow. Yeah, we cannot show that on YouTube.
He treated our mom like a grass-fed cow.
You're about to get a lump of coal, Santa, and you'll wish you stayed in your sleigh.
That is so gruesome. I guess our uncle probably shared the same fate.
That's probably what that cart is, our uncle's cadaver.
Get the third one ready because Santa needs a place to stay.
So now what? Do we try to find Santa or just leave the house?
I think we just got our answer right there.
Forget that. Throw me in the ring with him and we'll see who comes out on top.
Gonna put your money where your mouth is, Donald?
I don't care if that's prime Mike Tyson or the Tasmanian Devil.
I don't know, Barack. He seems pretty determined.
Throw me at him and we'll see who wins. Fight night.
I'm actually gonna do the smart thing and try to hide so he doesn't see us.
Not gonna lie, you might have picked the worst room possible. Not a single hiding spot in here.
Nobody's hiding from you, Santa. Okay, maybe a little.
I picked the worst hiding spot.
Go around
Are you
him,
serious?
Barack.
Break ankles like Corey
Get juked,
Kenshin.
Santa!
Oh!
Are you serious?
Dang, I thought you dodged him for a second, Barack.
Why is Santa's jump scare so twisty?
Wait, what?
That's how you know he's off whatever Lil Wayne takes.
I think you're off whatever Lil Wayne takes.
I neither agree or disagree to that statement.
So Santa has... All right, then?
Definitely off a perk 30.
He's right there! Come catch this work, Santa!
Oh, he's coming, all right.
Why is he walking like that one Bigfoot clip? Pick up your strides, you cookie-filled oaf.
Gotta get to the phone. There we go.
Is she calling the police? What are they gonna do?
This is 911. What's your emergency?
Why are we just standing
Run,
still?
you moron!
If we don't, he surely will.
I don't know why I was frozen in place, but it's time to get out of here.
Make sure you leave a fart trail behind you so he knows we mean business.
What is wrong with you?
The teams have made a possible location determination, and they could be in the area at any moment. Turn on all the lights and electronic appliances in the house to attract the attention of the police.
I know we needed help, but if Santa keeps running out of milk and cookies, we're gonna need a whole SWAT team up in here.
His reindeer are going to help him make an Armageddon type of last stand.
To save time, when Santa Claus is in the basement, you can lock him in there?
This game just got thanks to the world's best security guard doing his security guard things.
Of all the... Donald, you have not touched this game since you plugged the keyboard in. What have you even contributed?
Intrusive thoughts and awkward screams?
Well, he's not technically wrong.
Wait, there he is.
He's in the basement.
Now, Barack, lock the
Enjoy
door.
the dust. What?
He walked through the door?
I guess Santa isn't a great big bundle of joy.
And this is exactly my point. What are police gonna do?
Come through, Santa. Dumb as ever.
Wait,
Whoa!
Good job, Barack.
All right, come back around, Cookie Monster. See
Get
ya!
burned, Kris Kringle?
Don't let off the gas. Keep
Watch
those
my
burners
6,
on.
Donald!
You don't have one.
Watch it anyways.
You gonna give him a loop-de-loop again?
That's what
Did
I'm...
he just roar? Are we sure this is Santa and not just a random crack fiend off Windex?
That doesn't matter. Just get to the electric panel and turn this sucker on.
It's right here. We should be home free.
Santa, you're fired.
How long you been waiting to say that one?
A little under 2 years now.
Look at the achievement. We did it.
About time we put Santa on our naughty list.
Now we just have to figure out how we're gonna explain this to the police.
Are you kidding me? We're barely functional enough to recognize what a Care Bear is. I'm sure the police won't look twice our way.
And Santa somehow gets away with his thieving murdery once again.
Can't blame the cops for not thinking that the culprit may be a psycho warlock.
Vanessa managed to survive the tragic incident she experienced. The autopsy results revealed that Vanessa had no involvement in the murder. After her statement was taken, she started living with her father. The investigation into who committed the murder is still ongoing.
Well, I doubt they would really believe us if we said was the fat man in a red silk suit.
And Sam Smith isn't even in the U.S. right now.
Wow, maybe Santa really did give us a Christmas present. Is it me, or is this a really long elevator?
If I remember correctly, the Backrooms are supposed to play off an endless maze concept, correct?
Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda?
There's supposed to be an exit to the Backrooms, and there's multiple levels you can ascend to so you can reach that exit.
And of course, no maze is complete without a few monsters.
Well, no need to fear because the world's best security guard is here.
That's all the more reason to fear.
The elevator just stopped moving?
Looks like it's our stop.
Oh, wow.
Is there any inventory in this game? I wish I never asked.
Record the entity during a blackout. Find VHS tapes.
We got a sanity level 2. Well, we already lost that with Joe over here.
So this is the fabled Backrooms, huh?
I can smell the cigar smoke and stained carpet through the screen.
See how it just seemingly goes on and on?
Wait, I have a camera? This is the camera?
Talk about high quality. This is insane.
It's like I'm an excavator digging through tunnels. Yeah, this is going to be a problem.
Well, we already know it's going to be a problem. The objective said there was an entity roaming around these rooms.
You also have to collect 6 VHS tapes to move on to the next level.
Is this one of them right here on the floor?
Looks like a VHS tape to me.
I wonder what horrors lie on this thing. Does it update when I pick up a tape?
Yeah, it does.
Cool, so we just need 5 more and to find whatever Minecraft spawn exists down here.
Better put on the joggers.
Is that another tape right there? Man, this is going to be a piece of cake.
I still wouldn't be getting too ahead of yourself. We have an unknown entity that we have to capture on camera.
And they'll get pummeled like they always do. Wait, is this the exit?
No, this is just a hiding hole, in case something starts chasing after us.
Awfully cramped in here. Or Donald's just taking up all the space for a nap.
Not my fault that was made to store wine vats or something, but that'll be handy when we have to... What is this?
Gonna be honest, do not know. Probably shouldn't fall down them, though.
Is it safe to walk across them, at least?
We're gonna hope that I didn't drink at the New Year's party because we're tightrope walking across this floor.
Just don't look down.
Ugh! Is there a toilet leak on the second floor?
Maybe we got the bathrooms after this.
We can worry about the next...
What the... Oh, that's just some drawing on the wall.
This environment is like walking around an old bank hallway.
I think what contributes is that you can hear the slight hum of the ceiling lights constantly stir in the background.
Does this pointed tape lead to absolutely nothing? Except another tape. I'll take that.
So, Joe, I think you said that you've never seen this game before, right?
I haven't played this specific Backrooms game, but I have played several Backrooms games before. With that being said, I also think I know what the entity might look like, basing it off several games in the past.
These walls got me strafing like I'm in R6 right now. Okay, we can get the tape.
So what exactly do we have on this creature?
I don't know yet. We haven't seen it.
Yeah, but you said that you've played other Backrooms games, so I'm assuming they'd use similar assets.
From what I remember, the creature was super tall and made a lot of noise when it got close to you.
So the Geico Caveman?
No, well, the shoe fits, but...
Yeah, it's the Geico Caveman.
All right, we only need one more tape, yeah?
Yeah, and it's right here. Honestly, this was kind of a letdown. There wasn't even a monster or anything. What the...
You sure about that, Donald?
You heard that too, right, Obama?
I still do!
I'm getting out of here!
Get into that hole, Don!
He's right behind us!
Why is he the one screaming?
Just get into the wall.
Oh,
What the-
that's the monster?
What is that thing?
A Taco Bell spork is what's roaming around here?
I think Harry Potter tripped on a coat hanger and we got that.
Well, if it's not obvious, that's the entity that we have to be aware of.
No kidding. He sounds like he was locked away in a Minecraft cave.
Oh, right, we have to film this thing.
Come out, plughead. I got a fresh chalupa for you.
Donald, why did you whistle?
How else am I supposed to get him over here?
Well, he's thumping, all right.
Not fast enough! Now he's here.
My goodness, that is such an interesting build.
This thing does 6 days of cardio and eats ice cubes for protein.
If fasting was a person,
What the? A rice cake?
We have
Is
way
this the
bigger
blackout?
problems to worry about right now.
Obama, no. This is the blackout we need. We gotta record that thing now.
you better go because blackouts don't last very long.
I hear him around the corner. Do not notice me.
He's massive.
You got it now, run!
He saw me!
He saw!
That was the first time that thing ever lifted something in his existence.
Must be a lot stronger than we think if he can lift all three of us.
My turn, Donald.
Beat down that stupid Ethernet cord.
I'll be honest, until the last tape, we pretty much had everything under control. We just got to keep track of the hiding spots, and we should be good.
The problem was when I had to act as cameraman around a radioactive Type-C charger.
Well, just consider that a warm-up round. Now that we know what to expect, this will be the run.
By the way, while Monsters Incorporated was hunting me down, I ended up picking a rice cake up off the ground.
I'm assuming we have some sort of food or health bar we don't know about.
Record a smiler on the pitfalls?
Was that the boxes of Abyss that I ran across earlier?
Well, we just so happened to spawn right in front of it this time.
If you decide to walk over them, just remember to keep your balance.
Wait, there's more over there too? Looks like we got a lot of room to explore. Guess we should get started then.
I still don't understand what the point of the tape was for. It just
coffee?
leads us to a bungalow of death.
Bungalow or not. Oop! Got a tape right here.
You were saying, Barack?
I'm going to try to be as agile as possible. Old salad fingers ain't going to catch me slipping.
There's help written on the wall. Do we have friends in this game where I can steal their things and push them down the pitfalls?
You're saying that like you almost look forward to encountering that situation.
There's a good chance I might be, Joe. There's a good chance I might be.
I'm not a big fan of this openness at all. I don't know if it's because there's no holes to duck in or no walls to juke the monster out, but I just don't like it.
Well, we all know if worse comes to worse, we can just jump down the clearing. It's
I'm
better
going
than
for
getting
it.
used like
Jump!
a toothbrush.
Funny enough, when you got all 6 tapes, that's when the monster started tracking you down from a ways away.
Did he have a scouter or something to find my power level?
If that happens again, make sure to keep a wall handy.
That's the main reason why I didn't like that open area. It was like his stomping ground.
Anywhere is his...
He's right there.
Remember the hole back there?
He's as
Try to
loud
find
as
it
a
right
fire
now.
alarm.
Where's the hole?
Barack, hide!
Here it is.
Get in there because he's sprinting like Noah Lyles.
Is the coast clear? Are we good?
Wait around a couple minutes. We don't need to rush. See? He just passed gas, and that indicates he's still close to us.
This is a dumb question, but he can't crawl in here, right?
I really couldn't tell you, but theoretically, if he could, he would have done it the first time during Donald's playthrough.
I cannot tell how far away he is because he keeps grunting like a caveman.
It was louder when he was right next to me, so all I'm saying is that we probably got half a Long John Silver's of distance between us.
Certainly an interesting choice on measuring distance.
I want to leave already, but the lion roars in the distance are super unsettling. Like, what if I go a few feet and he's right behind me?
He's right behind me, isn't he? Is what you're going to say.
Okay,
Actually, I'm not going to go yet. I'm just so hesitant.
Ain't nothing else but to do it.
I can still hear him.
it's whatever, I guess. Just slowly back up. Now let's back up at a normal speed. And we're out of there.
Wait, Obama, this is perfect. Now we have the other side to explore, and that monster is still roaming around over there.
That's assuming that this game is following physics and doesn't teleport him once we get farther away from him. Also, we're still not sure if he's the only monster in here.
Apparently not, because we have to record a smiler on the pitfalls. Now don't ask me what all that means.
I guess we're about to find out.
And now it's dark?
Where am I
Try
at?
to find a hole in the wall, Obama. We don't want to run around in the dark.
That's what I'm trying to do. I just hope we have enough distance between Metal Man back there.
Deep breaths, Barack. You can't lose yourself in a panic. That'll just make things worse.
I'm trying.
What is that?
It had a huge smiling mouth. Is that the smiler that we need to take a picture of?
Go to the pitfalls. I think that's what we need to take a picture of.
I'm right here. I just got to be careful on these ledges.
Now what?
Wait, there's one right there. Do I just pull out my camera?
I think so. Is there a record button or anything?
There! It said I recorded the smiler. All we got to do is collect the rest of the VHS tapes.
Don't do it yet. At least wait until the lights are back on, because you do not want that thing coming at you full throttle.
No, I actually thought about inviting him over here to play laser tag in the dark.
With your track record, I wouldn't bet against it.
Is this the last VHS? This is the last VHS.
He didn't even come.
And as soon as you say
Hole in
something,
the wall.
Donald...
Now!
I didn't think it would be a problem.
Get in! Get in! He's right
Move,
there!
Obama!
You're not even playing. Why are you telling him to move?
To remind him that someone is right behind him.
Yeah, 'cause the loud maniacal screaming couldn't have told me that.
I'm not even scared anymore. I'm just upset that overgrown tree bark is what's causing us all this trouble.
This is the thing that went on when you played. What happens now?
Nothing, I think. Only a big red light went off, a very bright light, and that was it.
I'm hoping that's all that happens. We don't need to be turned into cable feeder for a zip tie.
Every time I look at this thing, it just makes me mad. Like he put all his stat points into height.
It is a very interesting build, I must admit.
Like Obama, doesn't this upset you? The big bad of this game is nothing more than a wire cutter victim?
I'm not roasting him just in case we fall in here for real.
Walking around this place like you're King Kong. Buddy, you're barely a display case in Circuit City.
Are you done?
With your jackhammer arm and toilet bowl head, you look like a chewed-up bread tag.
Got one more left in you?
I hope the next meal I eat, the weight will go to you because you need it, long neck.
He didn't take that one too kindly.
I'm just giving him suggestions on how to improve himself. Maybe he should also think about trying out this new discovery called a squat.
You always make sure to pick the most random objects to have beef with.
Once he's a bit farther away, I'm popping this coffee and I'm making a run for it.
Do we know what the coffee even does?
Whatever it does, I doubt it can be really harmful to us.
Not if it has cream in it.
We're going now. Time to bust out of here.
I'll be really transparent here, Obama. I don't think me or Joe know the way back to the elevator, so this one's all on you.
Fine by me. I got another energy drink for the road. I can't tell if this makes me faster or gives me unlimited stamina, but I'm not complaining.
I don't think you
That's
need
the
it.
elevator. I told you guys, this game has nothing on the world's best security
Donald!
guard. The very best.
You didn't do anything but sit down and insult anything that had a pulse. I didn't even hit the button because of you.
Either way, nice way to nab out a small victory, Barack. Now I guess it's on to the next level.
Victory for Donald.
There is no way you're claiming victory after something I accomplished.
Of course not. We are claiming victory, just with my name in the front.